Alright everyone, we're back and today we're going to be opening up a Mystery Minis Arctic 12-piece case B. What is Arctic? Well, Space Jam. That's a code name. So a lot of times they'll name these boxes something different so that way they don't give away what it actually is. So I remember when we had the Avengers one, I think the nickname was Pajama Party. So yeah, they all have different nicknames sometimes. So if you see a case and it says Arctic on it, it's probably referring to Space Jam. So here is the display case. This is what it'll look like in your store. So you see it's got Bugs, Dom, Marvin the Martian on the top. Let's see who's on the side. You've got Granny, LeBron. You've got Wetfire, Klay Thompson. Then you've got LeBron, Bugs, and the Brow is what he goes by. But this is Anthony Davis on the Goon Squad. So there's the back. I like to get a full 360 view of the display case. I like the artwork, so I think it's pretty cool. On the bottom right, you'll see all the ratios there. So the 1 in 72s are the flocked Bugs Bunny. So he looks like the 1 in 6, but flocked means he's going to be a little bit furry to the touch, which I think is super cool because it gives you more like how the Looney Tunes are when they turn human. It gives you that kind of look. It gives you that kind of feel. And the 1 in 72 LeBron, he seems to be kind of translucent. So here is the first one. It is a 1 in 6 LeBron James. So if you're collecting this set, gotta have LeBron, obviously. So the first one we're gonna get on the top left is going to be LeBron, top left in the front. So now we're on the top right in the front, and I pulled these out exactly how they were in the case. So if you see this case at your store and it's untouched, chances are they're gonna have the same layout. Maybe yes, maybe no. I'm only gonna do one of these, so I'm not sure how the other ones are gonna look. But in this particular case, the two ones in the front are LeBron James, and I love that he has that arms crossed kind of, oh yeah, kind of look to him. So he seems like he's got something up his sleeve, got a little trick. Um, and I'm hoping we can get one of those 1 in 72 so that way we can get a closer look at maybe the translucent LeBron or the flocked Bugs Bunny. So even the 1 in 36s would be cool, the Brow or Granny. So let's see what we get. Here we are in the middle of the top. And speaking of Granny, there she is. So my son's favorite part in the movie is when the Granny came out and she went old school, as she says. So that was a really cool part, and I like that figure just because of the way my son reacted to it. So gotta have Granny. She's a 1 in 36, and in this case, she was in the middle on the top left. So if you're looking for her and the case matches up, if you happen to know what it is, that's where she's at. So now we're on the top right, right next to Granny. Let's see what we get. And sorry if these take me a little while to open, but I just want to make sure I try to open them up on camera. Sometimes I go a little high, but Daffy Duck right there, so gotta have Daffy, just like Bugs. They go hand in hand. So Daffy Duck, and he's wearing the blazer and tie, and he's got his arms on his hip. So that one is a 1 in 24. So Daffy's a little bit more rare to get also. You're only going to get him in one in every case, or one in every other case. So if it was a 1 in 12, it'd be in one per case because they're going to come 12 little boxes per case. So now we're on the back left. Let's see what we have here. And opening this up, looks like we have a Dom. That is LeBron's son. He's wearing the Goon Squad jersey, or it looks like a practice jersey because you can tell the sleeves are kind of long on him. So that is Dom. He plays LeBron's son, and if you've seen the movie, you know why he's wearing the Goon Squad. If you haven't, make sure you watch the movie so you can see why is Dom not wearing a Toon Squad jersey. I thought he was LeBron's son. I thought they were father and son, but they're playing on opposite teams. So I'm not going to spoil anything. Check out the movie. It's a good one, despite what the critics say. If they've been bashing it, I don't know, but I think it's a really good movie. Marvin the Martian right there, he's wearing the Toon Squad jersey. So in the first movie, he actually plays a referee. And in this movie, you could tell he's wearing a basketball jersey. So he's on the team. He's actually playing. So we can see what kind of loony things that he does in the movie. And Marvin the Martian is one of my favorite characters. So he's a 1 in 12. You're going to get one of him in one case. Same with Dom. He's a 1 in 12. So you'll be getting one of him per case. And that makes them a little bit harder to find, but they're not impossible. One each store or each display case should at least have one. When you're looking at the other ones, you never know. So here's Bugs Bunny. He is not the flocked one. He's the 1 in 6, but still super cool. And if you're collecting this set, you have to have Bugs Bunny. Just like you need LeBron, the set isn't complete without Bugs. So I'm actually glad they made him a 1 in 6. That way, when you're going for the set and you're trying to find the figures, he's one of the guys that you're gonna keep digging and digging if he wasn't so common. So I'm glad that he's a 1 in 6, and if you get a couple extras, it's not a big deal. So now on the bottom right, there's Bugs Bunny right there. One thing you'll notice too is a lot of the 1 in 6s are next to each other. So I mentioned that in the last video, so definitely check that out if you're not subscribed to the channel. But on the last video I did mention that the 1 in 6s most of the time are next to each other. So if you're selecting these at your store, my advice is to maybe only select the left or maybe only select the right. But if you're going to pick them from next to each other, you might have an increased chance of getting the same figure. Now, if the boxes have been kind of sorted and picked through, they're all mixed up. You never know. Now in the middle, here we have Wet Fire. So he's one of my favorite Goon Squad team members, and I just love the way he has the water element and the fire element, and the way they do it in the movie with the CGI is super cool. I actually really liked the game when they played it in the movie, and the Goon Squad members with their abilities, it made it that much more exciting. Of course, I'm a big fan of the original one, but the new one to me was just as good. So here we are on the bottom right. We have another Wet Fire, and he's played by Klay Thompson. I kind of wish that they would have had a little bit more NBA players in there. So you're only going to see, I think it was like 3 NBA players, 2 WNBA players. But in the original movie, they seem like they had a lot more. But you never know. They may have a Space Jam 2. They may have maybe a mini series come out. That's what they do a lot of the times, especially with all the cameos that are in this movie. So back left, we have Lola Bunny. So glad to see her make a return in the movie. I wish that she'd been in more Looney Tunes between Space Jam 1 and I'm going to call it Space Jam 2, but the new Space Jam movie. Yeah, I feel like it was a missed opportunity, but hopefully now that Lola's back, we can see a lot more of her in a cartoon or in some kind of mini series or anything that they try to produce here in the future. So we're on the last mystery mini. Let's see what we get, and it is Lola. So I love this figure just because she just makes it look so easy, just spinning the basketball on her one finger. So last figure right there, Lola. Let's check out what we got. This is the whole unboxing of the case. So you can see we have the 2 Bugses, the 2 Lolas, 2 Wet Fires, our 1 Dom, our 1 Marvin, 2 LeBrons, and then the 2 rare figures right there were Daffy and Granny. So I believe those 2 were 1 in 24. No, Granny was 1 in 36. So they were next to each other in the middle there. Daffy was 1 in 24. And then you had your 1 in 12s in the back on the top. This is the bottom layer here with the back, the middle, and the front. So that was the layout, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Comment, let us know what your favorite figure was and what do you want to see us unbox in the future. We have a lot more videos planned for you guys. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Y'all have a good day.